As much as I criticize the show on this channel, I don't want y'all to forget I've been a Miraculous stan since I was like 10. So today I'll talk about my fav episodes period. Hashtag peace, love and positivity. Despair Bear. Good old season 2. Everything was so simple back then. This one takes me back. I remember this video that was posted before season 2 came out that was like clips from the season 2 trailer and this song over it that I wish I remember. I think the video is deleted now because I can't find it. I'll pull all my hair out. Anyways, my little gay ass loved Chloe and Marinette taking forever to kiss each other on the cheek, don't even ask. The Chloe development is really good too, and I like how they didn't leave her bland as hell like she got a weakness, and that's Adrian. Or at least it used to be. Old Chloe is dead now. She was fun while she lasted. Not the butler embarrassing her with the gloomy bear. OMG. I would not be embarrassed, to be honest, and I don't know what these people's deal was. Y'all are 14, don't pretend you don't have at least 100 plushies on your bed, don't piss me off. I never understood why they shamed her for the bear, it wasn't even that serious. Like, what would these motherfuckers do if I pulled up at this party with a Decora look and 10 teddy bears glued to my belt? Girl, bye. Also, them passing the bear curse and eventually Chat Noir getting it had me stressing. OMG, don't cataclysm Ladybug, this was crazy. I don't have too much to say about this except it's really good, y'all. Like, maybe that's the nostalgia talking, I don't know. Like, for someone who just now saw it in 2023 for the first time, it might be mid at best, but I don't care. I will never forget you, Despair Bear. Zombiezu. Of course, the zombie apocalypse episode, or the closest thing we'll ever get to that, is one of my favs. Predictable. The only thing that really pissed me off is Bustier telling Marinette to suck it up when Chloe does shit like this to quote-unquote set a good example instead of actually helping her. That's literally what she said, just more politely. Ignoring Miss Ginger. This ate, and I need another zombie Akuma next season. OMG. And I need it to be a two-parter so it can have time to spread and be really hard to reverse. I was actually going to write a fanfic like that set after Elation last year, and I had so much planned for it, but I kinda forgot about it and just never wrote it. It was going to be so good, like set right after Elation. The Quamus and the Miraculous at their houses. Gabby starts zombie apocalypse because he wants to take the world down with him since he's going to die from the cataclysm. The zombie virus spreading to the school from the gorilla. Luca being at their school for no reason. Like, very much all of us are dead. Anyways, I need to stop waffling. Love how everybody shat on Chloe for causing the apocalypse and suggesting they should let her get bit. Sorry, I meant kissed. Alia and Nino right there? Damn, he does not give a fuck, like he just wants to be with his girl even as zombies. Ended Cheong-san and Anjo. Oh, and it's definitely that easy to take off your lipstick, yeah. That shit didn't even touch her lips, don't piss me off. Malaidictator. Now, I'll explain why this is here. It just had to be. And I'm not even a Chloe stan. Not that I need to be to feel bad about her and her mother. I always felt bad for her and how that fucked her up, but here, I wish I was lying, but the only time I've ever cried watching Miraculous was at this episode when Audrey called Chloe sweetie and that she looks pretty in her Queen Bee costume. Maybe it's just the mommy issues, I'm sorry, but this made me sob on the spot my first time watching it a few months ago after years. Also, Chat Noir was so cute in this episode. Hoo. Bourgeois family, I hate you, but y'all ate this one little thing. I somehow don't remember what else happens in this episode. It's still a cute one to me. Representation. Overhated. I actually love the back and forth with the Play and the Night Tormentor Chat Noir fight. This one is so iconic to me, y'all don't get it. You just had to be there when the first script extracts were leaked. Which was like a whole year ago. That's insane to me. I had to sit there and try to figure out what these lines translated 10 times in different languages meant. Like, it was rough. OMG. Anyways, I love the Play format for storytelling. It's actually camp, kinda kidding. Euphoria season 2 finale? A lot of people hated it for being creepy and not making sense. That's a you problem, to be honest. I love creepy ass shit, even though this wasn't really creepy aside from that one scene. If this didn't make sense to you, you might be a lost cause. I'm sorry, because I don't think they could have made things and the people represented in the Play any more clear. Or maybe that's just me being so fixated on the Senti twin parents lore and already knowing the full story, because it just makes sense. It was so funny seeing the Senti auntie's reaction, this still trying to say Adrian isn't a Senti because they said Emily got pregnant. As if the peacock feathers in the background for both her and Emily don't spell it out. My favorite thing about this episode right now at least has to be the way Felix makes fun of his abuser. Making Colt the cunt look so goofy and ridiculous. Like, Felix, you're a genius. This is catharsis and he can experience that and make fun of him with no consequences. Honestly living. Kagami acting as Colt, serving so much cunt and she's not even trying. Like, don't end my fav Zoe Lee like that. Only thing that didn't make sense to me is how Marinette saw the Play, because we saw how it started. She woke up and they had set it up with the Senti projector, but when it ended, she fainted and woke up again and she could hear them, and then she woke up again? After so many rewatches, I still don't know how that happened. Did she think it was a dream? Anyways. Also, the reveal baiting on Marinette's balcony at the end made me so mad, because obviously they won't reveal themselves. Don't piss me off. If I ever see them pull a stunt like that with almost identity reveals, I will burn their studio once and for all. Other than that, it served content. Or maybe it was just Filigamy bringing back real cinema that made this episode get in this list. Hashtag performance of the year. Zoe the flop actress could never. Glaciator. Again, it's probably the nostalgia talking. And it's strong with this one. I remember exactly where I was. 7 am on a Sunday, early January of 2018, watching the premiere on my old tablet. I was freaking out, pulling my hair, giggling, kicking my feet, etc. I didn't care, this was pure Mary Chat fan service. I was all about that shit, it was fresh, it was needed, I was starving for love. Square. The Ladybug red rose cheek kiss blush scene? Your friendship means everything to me? I will die in 10 seconds. Oh, someone please take me back. But ooh, Ladybug telling him to pretend they're in love so they won't get hit. Girl. If only this was the end of Chat Noir hitting on Ladybug after getting rejected, it would have been perfect. But of course not, this is only season 2, he has 2 more seasons left to repeatedly hit on her and keep getting rejected until Felix betrayed them. Speaking of, would Chat Noir still be hitting on Ladybug and act jealous and entitled for no reason if Felix hadn't given all the miraculouses to Gabby? Gorizilla. Younger me loved this one so much, like the Adrinet content had me screaming. I still think it's a good one. Fuck you Gabriel for treating the gorilla like shit, your son would have literally no protection from paparazzi and crazy stans if it wasn't for him, so sit down. Also he's your son, get a grip and start acting like his father, fucking bitch. Honestly fuck that crazy stan like you are not Felix dressing like Adrian and all. Get out. I know that fag goes crazy on Twitter, he probably got a big ass account too. I bet his stan list is Nicki, Ariana, Taylor, Lana, Blackpink and Adrian. Marinette, don't worry about going out in pajamas, it's still better than your default outfit. Your default outfit should be your pajamas instead of you, ask me. I've seen so much praise for Gabriel in this episode, but like, no? He wasn't even a good father here, he was just not 100% completely a piece of shit by not risking his son's life forever and letting him die a painful bloody death. How is that him being good father to y'all? The bar is in hell, OMG. That's not even bare minimum. Stop terrorizing your son in his daily life and maybe I'll consider you being a good father. Not letting your son fall from a 100-storage tall building makes him a good father even though he got him in that position in the first place? Don't piss me off. Anyways, Adrian was smart here. If life gives you a crazy obsessed stan, use him as decoy and become Chat Noir so people see Adrian and Chat Noir in the same room so you never get suspected. The stan pissed me off, but other than that, solid episode. Sandboy. The Sandboy just checked in, now nightmares can begin. This one is iconic. Marinette, do you wanna know my secret? I'm in love with a girl and her name is Chloe. We'll have a hamster together and we'll name it Marinette. Plag, who turned you into a sock? The dumbest blonde in the whole show, actually, OMG love. Also love the Akuma and how you can see the other's nightmares in front of you, but like I would not survive this Akuma if I was hit, OMG. Ladybug does not want to see my nightmare come to life, I would literally kill myself. She'd lock me in the psych ward probably. Style queen. Not my all-time favorite, but she's still cute to me. Audrey kinda ate in this episode, but still fuck her. Nathalie, don't end my fav Audrey like that, OMG. Also it is not that serious, Miss Gaga imposter needs to calm down. All that over a seat? Be serious right now. How old is this woman to be acting like an annoying ass child? Get your ass back in kindergarten, OMG, throwing tantrums every 10 seconds. Now wonder Chloe ended up like that. Speaking of, Chloe doing so much to get her mother's approval actually hurt so much. Because you can tell so much of her niche is just trying to be as much like her mother as possible because she looks up to her and hopes she'll get love back that way. Audrey does not care about you, baby. Oh, don't make me start talking about the bourgeois, they are so fucked up. Another episode where the fandom back in the day thought this was Gabriel being a good father, and I'm here to debunk this as well. Don't get it twisted, guys. It was 100% a PR stunt just to make headlines after not making a public appearance in so long. I really don't know why anyone saw this as Gabriel hugging his son in public because he means it. It's actually manipulative as hell and builds false hope in Adrian that his father can be good. It's so infuriating. And I think the writing made it pretty clear it was a pure publicity stunt and nothing more. His Akuma failed and he has nothing else to do, and since it's his fashion show and he's the only one not there and hasn't made a public appearance in so long, it just made sense. Ladrine, I kinda miss you. Marinette, how the hell did you drop the damn miraculous and forget about it? Heroes Day, Catalyst Mayura. Probably my favorite finale. It's a tie between this and the season 4 finale. Spoiler. Actually, I think I prefer the season 4 finale because y'all will see I don't have that much to say about this one, and I don't like part 1 and 2 by themselves as episodes that much. And that's why I counted parts 1 and 2 as one on this list. Queen Bee, you were brighter than the whole sky. Nathalie serving cunt in every outfit. I loved these 5 working together so much, y'all don't get it. Also, I was today years old when I found out Kingdom of Achu is a real place in the show and not a place Lila pulled out of her ass and nobody is researching to see if it actually exists. Achu is just so goofy, sorry. I guess I just don't remember anything from the Prince guy's first episode? Yeah, he's the Prince of Achu apparently. Anyways. The akumatized Ladybug illusion gagged all of us when we first saw it. I remember exactly where I was. Now, Mayura. Gag, OMG. I was freaking out, this was crazy. Everybody and their mom is akumatized with bad red versions of their outfits. People died. Nathalie officially starting the process of killing herself with the broken miraculous to save Gabby, also known as the worst decision she's ever made along with every other choice she's made since she met him. Like post S5, Nathalie, let me ask you this now that you've been resurrected. Was it worth it? Ruining your life for this ugly man who doesn't give a shit about you and turned on you the second you realized you've gone too far and don't want to help him anymore? Well, if you didn't, we would have never gotten Mayura, so well, yes. Since you got a second chance at life, make sure you don't make the same mistake because I'll literally kill you. One last thing. Adrinet cheek kiss. Younger me was starving for Adrinet crumbs. I was screaming, giggling, kicking my feet. His everyday Ladybug? Shut the fuck up. Gabriel Agresti. Okay, so I'm conflicted now because I agree with the opinion that this was 23 minutes of wasted potential. Because the title promises so much and can be kinda misleading and make you expect Gabriel lore. Since at that point in season 4 they named episodes after either akumatized villains or Sentis, obviously this would be named after a Senti in the episode, but we could have had the Gabriel Sentian lore / backstory flashbacks type shit at the same time. But I won't lie, this had be stressing for Felix's life. I know this ugly hag didn't just threaten to kill his 14-year-old nephew over rings. Girl, bye. And Felix tricking him back after? And coming full circle, snapping him away in emotion a whole season later? This is real cinema. I wonder who Amelie was dancing with here. I was contemplating whether I should put this in the video or not because I kinda don't like it for the unnecessary Marinette side plot that didn't need to be there. Like you can just tell this whole Chloe video blackmail Marino the waiter thing is so out of place and only happened because Marinette needs to be involved somehow. How did no one tell that's Marinette with a mustache? Don't piss me off. You know what, I won't even ask. Please don't say it was quantum masking, I'll start sobbing. Marinette stopped sneaking in Adrian's house uninvited in weird disguises challenge failed. But hey, that's why editing apps exist, we can cut those scenes out and pretend it never happened. Ladybug. I remember where I was when this came out. It actually grew on me over time? Or maybe it's just Senti Bug. Because that's my bitch, I love her and I think about her every day. She deserved so much better. Nathalie, I will never forgive you for this. You just created a literal baby, or I guess a little girl around Ladybug's age or what you think Ladybug's age is, and killed her not even an hour later. She had just gained free will for nothing because you didn't let her live. Mind you, this bitch knows Senti Bug and Adrian are the same. Watch me do this to your quote-unquote son now, miss bitch, would you like that? Fuck you. That pissed me off and so did the Lila plot. But still not as much as the Senti Bug murder. I liked the first time Lila tried to frame Marinette even though she failed miserably. Before she tried again and it got stale. By the way, are there no cameras in this goddamn school? Because y'all could easily disprove everything sausage bitch just said in a matter of seconds. Y'all got the technology to make dinosaur snake hybrids or whatever you made but no cameras in your school? Get out. Also Alia, how the hell did you believe any of that for even a second or suspect Marinette at all? Like this isn't the first time your BFF has talked shit about Lila and it's not about Adrian. If only y'all talked about it. Too bad they never did and Lila ran away with no consequences like nothing happened. Also this is the first time we see a cleaning lady, I don't think we've seen them have one before. How convenient, her only appearance is where she shouldn't have been so they couldn't prove Marinette's innocence. Now that I think about it, I don't even know why this episode is here. Have I said a single good thing about it yet? I guess I just missed the time when it aired, I don't know. Feast. I was gagged at first because we're not used to episodes with this much lore and it was such a breath of fresh air to me. If only Adrian knew about this backstory. Wait, does he? Master Hag only said it to Marinette, I don't know. Oh, this gets me heated, stop leaving Adrian out of literally everything, I'll whack you in the face. One push down the stairs and he's done. Also the irony of Master Fu regretting his past as such a young guardian without proper education or training yet continuing the tradition of making a young child the next guardian. Oh you don't piss me off. It's almost like he wants the order of the guardians to be doomed forever. Emotion. Y'all already know this is one of my faves. What I love about this episode is obviously the Felix development and his BPD meltdown. Also love Amelie yelling at the stupid bastard and finding out he is 10 times worse than she thought and doesn't give a fuck about her. I even made a video analyzing this side plot of the episode because none of y'all cared to do it. Also Amaneth crumbs. Thank you Felix for getting rid of Chloe, everyone cheered. Of course I have to talk about the best scene in the show, which is actually a tie between the Argos Ladybug fight scene and Felix looking crazy as shit asking Adrian and Kagami why they're not happy now that he made everyone disappear like he thought they'd be. Baby, not everyone is as mentally ill as you, Ijbal, sit down. Well, maybe I am, OMG. There's something so eerie and disturbing about seeing him so happy and excited to live in his dream world that's basically isolation. Like he's already insane and this would drive him even more insane. Love how much they highlight his insanity, even having Kagami and Adrian call him a crazy bitch. You can tell something went really wrong when he sees humans as monsters that are out to get him, therefore he needs to get them first. And you have to prove your way out of the monster crowd for him to like you like Marinette conveniently did. The concept of the episode with the ball is kinda giving Gabriel Agresti but better. But one thing stays the same. Gabriel needs better security. Like ask for her ID and see if it's actually Zoe Lee IDK. Do the bare minimum. Unlike in Gabriel Agresti, I don't mind Marinette being here because to me it actually works this time and doesn't seem like she was only here because she's the main character and had to be involved somehow. So I like her seeing how mentally ill that guy is too, yes. Him revealing he doesn't work with or for Monarch. Him seeing her as authority figure who only controls people with the power she has over them and them thinking the other is crazy. I was living. The Lucky Charm being nothing gagged me actually. She got nothing because being a kitty is immature and naive and will fuck up on his own and learn his lesson that way, which is what happened. In case y'all were wondering. The voice acting, at least for the English dub, is so good here, like the rage, the tone, the energy. Girl, I wish y'all served this much cunt in every performance for this show. Love the breakdown when he killed Red Moon, like, she lived, she served cunt and she died. But she was not going to last and he didn't know that. That's why it hit him so hard when he realized it would be the best for everyone if he killed her. He thought he almost permanently killed Marinette even though he just got tricked. This is sick. You felt like your father right there, didn't you? Yeah, I'll kill myself. And the Felix Amelie hog? I'll go hang myself, literally never talk to me again. Anyways, this was such a nice change in pace and structure in the way it was written, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's the first episode with no akumatized villain? Even though the ball thing was kind of a recycled idea, I don't have much to complain about. She's iconic to me. Decent animation and voice acting, and the writing is not embarrassing. I remember where I was when this aired, and the leaks before it aired. It was so serious to me. Felix, thank you for snapping Kagami's mom, and Gabriel, I wish you didn't bring them back. One last thing, I immediately knew this was Felix, and I'd be able to tell even if I hadn't seen the leaks. Like, of course, this smug-ass non-binary lesbian is Felix. Risk. Apparently this was leaked in full like a day before it aired? That's crazy. I wasn't on MLB Twitter or anywhere to see that back then, so I didn't even know about it. I really like the scene with Adrian opening up to Marinette just casually in the middle of gym class. So if it wasn't for Risk, he would have never opened up? Oh. I want to point out the lady that was next to Lila on the train. I guess we should keep her in mind since she's one of Lila's 100,000 mothers. I just know Felix hates her ass help. Like he is not here for chit-chat. He was so pissed off when he found out the Miraculouses were fake. Luck was on his side today, because if Ladybug never showed up with the dog Miraculous and her big-ass shoulder pads, he would have been on that world tour with Lila and got nothing from it except high blood pressure and the urge to smoke some weed. That's also the meaning of his name, so it checks out. Even though he's been unlucky most of his life. Wait, I love that irony kinda. Also his reaction to Emily's corpse. Girl, I was just as gagged as he was. Like bro was just fucking around, all he wanted was the peacock Miraculous. He didn't think he'd see his aunt's preserved corpse in his uncle's basement that day. Strike back. Yes Felix, go save your Centis. This one goes out to all the unborn Centis that would have been if you never got your hands on the peacock. All the unborn Centis that would have been tortured and used and then killed with no remorse from Gabby the bastard. As the Sia of Senti writes, I want to thank you for saving us, Senti squad. After rewatching this, I feel so bad for the strikebacks, like damn, they really had no say in anything. They did not ask for this shit. They were just Gabby's puppets and did as he said. So technically this was all Gabby's doing. Stop the strikeback hate. Obviously I hate how they actually built stakes for once and completely ruined it right there with the spy gadget. Adrian just left it there? Do not make me mad, I'm so serious. We could have had it all. The panic attack scene is okay, I guess? Also, I can't stress this enough because season 5 keeps trying to feed you that this was Marinette's fault. Oh, my love for Adrian did this, it was my fault, oh no. Like no, it's actually Gabriel's fault. It was a fun finale, yes. Season 5 finale could never. Psychomedian. Aside from that one scene, it's kinda camp. Marinette wanting to make him laugh so he'll like her more is so real. But like, of course he wasn't laughing at Gabriel's bottom ex-husband, be so for real. Also, this episode gave us this iconic frame. I don't mind the animation, to be honest. I love that we got a bit of Gabriel lore, the backstory of him and his bottom ex-husband and the French fry costume. And the way he tries so hard to change the subject whenever his life before fame is brought up. Oh, he needs to be humbled. I'll make a whole video about that actually. He's not that popular as a character obviously because this is his one and only appearance, so he's kinda irrelevant, but I like the commentary on the entertainment industry not taking comedians seriously. Was that even the message? I don't know, I'm just saying shit. I mean, real life comedians are trash 90% of the time, so I don't know. And he's not funny either, but his jokes are harmless, I think so. He's more cringe than anything, but he's kinda wholesome, so we smile and move on. Guilt trip. Julika, my bitch, OMG, don't feel bad, it wasn't even your fault. It was those cunts pushing you to tell them what's wrong with your girlfriend that isn't even their business. Like, don't piss me off. Y'all deserved to be turned into Reflektus. And do not take this comment lightly. I like the depth they added to Rose's personality because it was very much needed. Even if this is the only time they'll ever talk about her illness or personal life at all. No, seriously, because both her and Julika are very liked characters, yet they don't get much focus. There is so much potential here. Julika is so protective over her too, like top 2 Yuri ships, Juleros and Filligamy. I also want to bring up that scene with Chat Noir. Y'all know which one. Because people have talked about it before and the implications behind it, because the bubbles intensify the guilt you're already feeling. So Chat Noir has thought about cataclysming himself before this? Oh, please go to therapy, don't kill yourself, you're so funny, Adrian. Your father will die soon, don't worry. No jokes though, this made me sad for real. I wish Ladybug picked up on him thinking of doing that to himself and talked to him after the battle, but we can't have things that good in Miraculous now, can we? Anyways, Rose was so real in this episode. Not wanting to open up because you don't want people to treat you differently or feel like a burden is such a real thing. Love you, Rose, even if your voice is annoying, I still forgive you. Unlike Zoe Lee. Passion. I was obsessed when this came out. The adults' backstory? They finally filled some holes. We cheer. Eminent lesbian exes? Check. Polycule gone wrong? Check. Oh, Nathalie is so doomed. Look how you ruined your life like that. She gagged me so bad when she shoved Gabriel down with her cripple ass after acting nice with him in front of Adrian. Like ultimate gaggery. I wish she beat him up. Also, did Adrian think they were getting married because of the rings? What the fuck? Because if that was me, I'd be coming back to Gabby to ask him a second time if he's fucking Nathalie. Love the drama, the action, the swap, Miraculous is yes. And love how this time Ladynoir wasn't a bitch. Y'all know how bad she pissed me off in Reflekdoll. But she was so cute here, I'll give her that. Safari's design eats so bad, like it's so cunty I'm foaming. Perfection. Now, I won't lie, when this came out I wasn't that gagged or anything, like it was mid to me. Probably because it aired right before Emotion and everyone was hyping that one up and didn't give a fuck about perfection. But looking back, this is actually really good. I've been thinking about it for months. Kagami was so easily manipulated because she has no experience with friendships, let alone healthy ones, to know when to not fall for people's bullshit, so she was so vulnerable. Like the perfect victim for Lila. I don't know how she calculated it so perfectly. Also don't know how Kagami and Lila became friends, because last time they interacted they were beefing over Adrian. Anyways, this is such a depressing episode. Kagami was so real here. She's just like me. X doesn't want to be my friend, so you don't want to be my friend. I'm not good enough for X, so I'm not good enough for anyone. It's so black and white for her. She's so autism like me. Also fuck you Marinette for ignoring Kagami all day. I don't care what you thought she was going to say, and fuck you Gabriel for akumatizing Kagami when she's like this. No, because what was the point? She wasn't going to take their miraculous and they both knew it. He only akumatized her to quote-unquote make her feel better by not seeing or hearing anything around her. Obviously this wouldn't go anywhere. Are you crazy? She's akumatized and can't stay like that forever, you know this. Of course they're going to bother her. Like fuck off. What was his goal here? Did he just want to make her feel worse? She's depressed and is also kind of giving suicidal ideations here, saying she wants to disappear and she's not good enough, etc. Like that's the only thing I could think about watching this. It pissed me off so bad. Gabriel just took advantage of her emotions for what? So it's really not about taking the miraculouses anymore, is it? If I see one more person calling Gabriel redeemable, I'll kill everyone and then myself. Also I love the eerie vibes in her design, even if it makes me sick to think about her mental state. Like, she's literally me. OMG. Lila is a crazy ass bitch. Actually, what do you mean? She just casually takes pictures of Marinette in her private time when she's not looking and is cutting out her head from these pictures? Marinette, you might want to get a restraining order against Lila and all her wigs. Oh, and don't forget, this is the episode Kagami finds out Ladybug's identity. Anyways. I didn't talk about Adrian's song, I'm sure you noticed, for a reason. I'll pretend this never happened. I only like this episode because of the Kagami character depth. Moving on. Frightening Gale. I remember blushing at Marinette blushing at the singer. This is when I started calling her Binette. This is too nostalgic for me to care about the quantum masking shit right now. Marinette blushing at a girl is the only reason this episode is here. Also the other auditions were kind of funny, I don't know. And Clara's song eats like okay song of the year. She really did that. Solid season 2 banger. Wait, I just rewatched it. Gabriel's first line being you don't have a choice to Adrian. KYS. Protection. This was a fun one, I think. I love how much screen time and development Kagami got in season 5. It was so deserved. Still not enough, but it was something. At least they tried. Unlike Luca. This is the second and last time Lila gets to her. Well, she learns fast, I guess. Good for her. I wish we saw how that relationship progressed after Gabby replaced the Lila assistant in the rings with Kagami. Her breakdown at the end had me punching, screaming, rolling on the floor. Oh baby, you have a lot of healing to do. Fucked how Tomoe for playing with your daughter's feelings like that. Gaslighting from Tomoe and Lila to push her to think she still likes Adrian. I'm so sick. The Adrinette picnic was so cute. Like, this is too much. I don't think younger me would have survived this shit. I used to be the biggest Adrinette stan back in the day. My roots. Fuck you Gabriel, I hate you so much. Imagine controlling your son's love life. Oh, I don't even want to get into that. Fuck you too Tomoe. These are your kids, not plastic dolls. Welcome to the puppet show, where we play them like they're plastic dolls. That's it for today, bye. Tell me your favorite episodes in the comments. There's probably some I missed and will remember after I post this, and some I know I'll regret adding in this video, but we don't care.